Manyasu, Yelexi. I mean, you say the liberation time you walk, we are saying you will say, no one change, one cannibal, no matter what's a proof to by saying I see. Me with the sana, and get you, and a scorpion, and only brain no, you want to bomb, you wish you to be a bomb. I want to on a don't know any, each and me. You didn't say, you took none on them, not doing. The will be now, I need to see which we are. I never have a share. One way, no came, one way, and I say, more by ya. Now, watch it, you'll be yes, you will come to scope. Dear mamma, Nemo, Yachi, yes, sooner, I then ask you. A man tell, or in tell, then the every orca, the issue be at it, all for that. On no good to drink for verses and 7. Also, I mean, I won't or come and I put it. The head may slow, may move, no more out there, but yet we need it. You won't, or two for not 1 year. Demon, nice says it. You two added, yeah, for the paper. I'm off by death. In the dear, no, who send in Yima. I mean, you two in Yakunya, yeah, catch a baby. And you that yet said that I should be on top this year. I got here. Shabbat Shalom.
Let's continue. Shamar, stand. You tell her to sit. Deacon Award, did you tell her to sit? Deacon, what's up? Did you tell her to sit?
I don't know.
What's happening? I cannot hear you. Who do I sit to sit? So you stand, so you sit from that long time? Why did I make you stand? Because you were sleeping, right? Are you going to school? No school. Do you have a job? You're not working, you're not going to school. You're 16-year-old and you was inside your sleep. You was here sleeping. Shema. Isaiah 13 verse 6.
Isaiah 13, verse number 6.
So just to continue from where Deacon left off, because what John see, because it's only 4 persons see the throne of God. Do you all know those 4 persons? Elijah, Ezekiel, Isaiah, and John. The throne of God, the heavenly realm. Or the setup or the foundation. So get Isaiah 13 verse 6. Read for me quickly.
Isaiah 13 verse number 6.
Read.
Hold ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand.
So what the Bible said, hold, means rejoice. Because the day of the Most High is what?
At hand.
Read on.
It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
So you see what hit Babylon now? Destruction. So who do it come from? The Most High. So I know when America destroyed, Pastor went to tell you Satan. You see what Satan do? And a lot of you going to run to church now to give the pastor a little money where you have.
That's right.
That the pastor cannot take trip to Europe or America anymore.
Oh.
So you're going to go dig gold to give him, you're going to try to give him everything. I'm going to tell you it's Satan. Read on.
Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt.
So you see, when I tell you earlier, they were out in the ship crying. So you see that, all their hand, just like when the Most High put us down, we were fighting among ourselves that we weaken ourselves. So when they come in to get us, it was easy. So now the Most High did the same thing back to them. So he said, read verse 7 again.
Therefore shall all hands be faint,
Read.
and every man's heart shall melt.
Afraid, fear come upon our nation now. Read on.
And they shall be afraid.
They shall be what?
Afraid.
Read on.
Pangs and sorrows.
So if you come like this, they run gone. Read on.
Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them.
Read.
They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth.
Read.
They shall be amazed one at another.
Read on.
Their faces shall be as flames.
They shall be afraid. Like, who do this? So when a black man said, this is what our God did, we've been prophesying this. They won't be so scared, man.
That's right.
Right? Read on verse 9.
Verse number 9. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh,
Read.
Cruel both with wrath and fierce anger.
How is the day of Yahweh?
Cruel both with wrath and fierce anger.
Read on.
To lay the land desolate.
And what America become?
Desolate.
Desolate. What Europe become? Desolate. The bottomless pit. Read on.
And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
And that's for the remnant of our people. Jump to verse 15.
Verse number 15.
No, 14.
14. And it shall be as the trade to row,
Mm-hmm.
and as a ship that no man taketh up.
Because nobody will try to deliver it that day. Nobody want to take it up. Do you want to go over there and hold that fire and become president? Nobody want it.
That's right.
Read on.
They shall every man tend to his own people.
Every man shall do what?
Tend to his own people.
The Chinese going back to China, the Arabs going back to Arab, everybody going back to their land. Read on.
And flee everyone into his own land.
So all these Arabs in Ghana, what they going to do that day? Because of fear. Read.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
Look at this. Because you know what will happen now? The veil going to come off for the black people's eyes. So the black man going to see who his enemy is. So the Bible says when you find them, what will happen to them? You're going to just push your cutlass through. Read.
Everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
And if you married them, what will happen to you? That's it. Right? Read on.
Their children also shall be dashed to pieces.
Their what?
Children also shall be dashed to pieces.
So when we taking this world over, you see a little boy there like, I'm a one. What are you going to do with it? He's taking over a kingdom. We're not having pity on nobody. What are you going to have a kingdom with, especially the boys? You're going to have to destroy them. Because they're going to grow up and avenge their fathers.
That's right.
So you see, when you see all these people scared and nervous, everything now, when you read verse 16, sir.
Their children also shall be dashed to pieces.
Read on.
For their eyes.
Before what?
Their eyes.
Read on.
Their houses shall be spoiled.
Their house meaning spoil, they're going to take everything what's in their houses. You're going to find Bill Gates' house here and going to say, come here, what? All these flattering things they talk about Africa for the years. Go back it up now. Read on.
Their wives ravished.
So when they say their wives ravish, what that mean? Didn't they do that to our wife and our children? So why do you think anything can be different? Why do you think it will just be different because of them? And guess what they're going to do? They're going to have to watch it and see. The righteous of Israel will not be indulged in this though. But when the prison door open and everything open, what do you think will happen? Right? Read verse 1 now. 14 and 1.
Isaiah 14 verse number 1.
Same thing from Revelation.
The Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
So you see, when the Bible said the Most High day is cruel, in the midst of it, the Most High said, "Will have mercy on who?"
On Jacob.
Read on.
And we yet choose Israel.
And that day, the Most High said, "We're going to choose us to rule this earth again." Read on.
And set them in their own land.
And the Most High said, "We're going to bring you in your own land, in your own countries." Read on.
And the strangers shall join with them.
So the Most High said, when He take you to your country, guess who's going to join with you? The nations. What left of them? And they might be so nervous. As I said, let's go. Guess what they might do? Let's go. Read on.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Read on.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
So when we go to Israel, we're going to take the strangers and bring them to their place. When we go to Israel, first thing we're going to have to do, we're going to have to cleanse ourselves. And one thing that you black people don't know to do is to enslave people. So you will try to take the strangers in the temple of God, but somebody will stop you and kill you. Even in Revelation, they say don't bring them in, they stay at the outer court. So you want to bring them at the outer court and you might tie them with a piece of rope or a piece of string. Because the Bible said they might come with chains. So I'm going to be nice saying rope. I just imagine somebody chain and you're walking, the chain heavy itself.
That's right.
So I used rope, I was like technically nice. Kind of the guy, he said they're going to be in chains. So you're going to put them to them place. Read on.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord.
You don't know
forever.
what it means to possess somebody, but you will learn. Read on.
For servants.
So we're going to possess them for what?
Servants.
So that means it's not equality. Read on.
And handmaids.
And what?
Handmaids.
So the man going to serve in the field, the woman going to serve in the house. Read on.
They shall take them captives.
We shall take them what?
Captives.
Meaning we own them. Read on.
Whose captives they were.
Because we were their captives, so it's just the table turn. Read on.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
And they are our oppressors today. So the Bible said, what we're going to do? We're going to rule over our oppressors. But just jump to one verse, verse 12.
Isaiah 14, verse 12.
Read on.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
I know Lucifer. Now we asking the white man this question. This one nothing to do with Satan. We asking America, how you become destroyed? Read on.
Son of the morning,
Uh-huh.
how art thou cut down to the ground?
Read on.
With this wicked in the nation.
Who conquer all the nation the day the judgment come. Read on.
Thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven.
So
Now,
they said we will rule forever. So now Isaiah asking him the question, how you become in this position that you're servants? We have chains on you. Now is the time for Bill Gates to plant cotton. And we will have spiritual powers. We'll not bring them to doctor. We'll heal them.
That's right.
Because they love to die, you know. They love to die.
No.
We're going to go and heal them, raise them from the dead and say, no, yes, you have to serve. Because we were able to serve, right?
God.
Even when we drunk, we knocked out, they have injection to give us for us to get up and do what? And serve. So it's no difference with them. That's why yesterday I was talking in 2016. The white man did a movie. It came from the Roman Catholic Church. It's on YouTube too. I checked last night. It's there. The movie name is Jesus at 7-year-old. It came out from 2016. We watch it. You know our elders then, which I was an elder then, summons everybody to go watch it. So this movie, it showed Jesus when he was 7, from 1 to 7, his lifespan. So in the movie, Mary was explaining to him what happened, and Mary told Jesus in the movie that when she was 14, she can see 14. Mary admitted in there. But there was a part in there now where when he was in Egypt, somebody in Egypt was picking on him, and you have to kill him. So when he killed him in Egypt now, he killed him and raised him back.
Yes.
But when he killed him in Egypt, the people in Egypt said, listen, we don't understand this witchcraft. And so on his way from traveling from Egypt back to Bethlehem now, it showed Satan was always there with him.
Yes.
You look up at it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So now, it show you when he in Egypt, how they fear him there. And they said, listen, there's something with him. So a little boy was picking on him and you have to kill him. And then a girl go to him and beg him, and then you go back and raise back the boy from the dead. So that's why now you could get to understand when Mary tell the people at the wedding, whatever he asks you do, Mary know it was not the first miracle he did. Because even Joseph, the same one who buried him, in the movie it show you that Joseph had leprosy. And they show you on his way back from Egypt to Bethlehem, he healed Joseph in the Jordan. That's Mary's brother. You understand me? Which is his uncle. So that's why I said the funeral, it was easy for him to go get his body because the head of family get the body. So Joseph, he healed Joseph. So they all know what he were capable of at that age. So even the mother was telling him, listen, you have to hold your power until the Messiah tell you it's time to use it. All that in the movie. They put all that in the movie. And he see the Romans doing a lot of crucifixion. So he never liked the Romans. Even sometimes him and some of them square off. And when they square off, he will think in his consciousness and he will just summons whatever our spirit they have. He will just suppress it. Yeah, this movie was out from 2016. You understand me? And last night, when I went to Thursday night, I checked for it. It was not on Netflix, but it's on YouTube. So everybody who have the opportunity should be able to watch that movie, because a king like Yahushua cannot be disappeared after something. You have to have a history from 4-year-old until 29-year-old. You understand me? What was he doing? And when he become 30 now, they bring back the records. And then Mary gonna say, whatever he tell you to do, do. That means Mary know he did something already.
Yes.
So is it wine his first miracle? That's what record in the Bible, but there's other stuff that he did. You understand me? So everybody did know of him and know of his faith. You understand me? And even in the movie, he tell you that Israel will rise again. He tell them about the destruction of the temple, and he tell them about what the Father have to build the temple again. So this came directly from the Roman Catholic Church. You understand me? And they released this 2016. So I'm surprised it wasn't big as Passion of the Christ. You understand me? Maybe I will produce it, but they put it there. But they said when he was in Egypt, man, he killed people there. Because anybody pick on him and they show Satan never left him alone. And he's the only one could see him. He even lied on sleeping. When he wake up, Satan was right side and eating an apple. He looked me and he said, Satan, he said, you don't see who's there? The mother couldn't see nothing, the father couldn't see nothing. But in the movie, when they show Mary conceived at 14, Joseph was over 50. He was over 50. And then in the movie now, they met somebody, and the way it was a girl. And just to show you, they had things to it. And a man was raping the girl. And the girl ended up killing the man. So when the girl killed the man, Joseph, the two Joseph, what them named Joseph? Joseph and the one that buried him, the father and the one that buried him, they took that man and buried that man. So when they take the man and bury the man, they even tell him, don't come among us, we are unclean. And on the third day, they went in the river and washed themselves. They purified themselves. So Yahushua, baby Yahushua went there and he asked them what they're doing, and they quote the scripture, said we're doing this. And they tell them, get away from us, we are unclean. But both of them went in the water and said, after we face a death, 3 days we have to purify ourselves. All that is in the book. But you don't say, nobody practice that long. If I go to a funeral, 3 days time, I have to purify myself. Because the Most High said, if you don't purify yourself that third day, you're unclean forever.
So, sir, how can we do that?
You go to the river, you say the Psalms you're supposed to say, you take hyssop, you wash yourself, and you tell the Most High, this is my purification. Yeah. Or if there's a priest or leader there, he purify you and you wash you. Yes, it's a law, you have to do it. You can't go in the bathroom and you have to go to the river running water. You understand? That's so important. You can't say, hey, because y'all choose to go to every God's soul funeral. Because that's why you say, hey, because y'all take funeral as a party in Africa. Nobody take funeral as a party. 90% of you dead here might not be here. Let me just tell you that. Do you understand me? Why should I go get myself unclean? Unless if I'm doing the burial. If I'm not doing the burial, I'm not coming there. So let me just tell you that. So it's a whole difference in terms of what they put out, what people watch, and what people read. But in the movie, they tell you all that. So I'm looking forward now to see the one between 7 to 29, because I'm waiting. Right? So Deacon, you can close it out now.
Okay. That is you ask them to read them and add one way as now. I feel on my call.
Excuse me, sir. Come sit. Did you ask me if you
can call? Isaiah.
Your heart if you can.
13.
I know you can.
Number 6 and 7. Or say this man. Say, or the Musulmano, or the Ba, and get on Musulmano, the Baba, 2 and I had time for now. When you have been be around for now, you should be not seeing Muna. Or say this more already. What by it? What we are saying, this and I said, another. What we can also them I want offer the way. It's a burden go for an animal for Kunyan, them at it. The man, but 10. I did by 10. It's all ya, for 4, all ya, 1 more day. go for him there, the man in Yakupon Mama, we see. There may be before. I go fat it, Siena. Say what? Short I may you there. We can't be my way Yakupon Atafa, now when I am married, but you speak on Yapion, where them go. You one of the best when Nisha see there. Say, I don't go listen. Then also more for him. Na what it see na ba pim dey yi no ayi dey yi found mu ma go fun wo hye na mi na we wu nti da ma tete na wo tete da ma na e boss e ba tete mo mbo hu e ba tete mo mbo hu nti se wo kunye de mo kunye mu bi da ma ku so o se na mo fo ma kitikiti bo otu fun a hye de all you punya and everything. No, now, Yami or said the said the German. Now, one before one up where it's in our way. Oh, also, I am a person who I was in terms of on what day I'm a one good year than today. It's a good Punya. Then I miss him most then what day the market, no more than I am home. One ya will be buying ya on of the camera, you may be a baby, no chili. Ah, I'll say, yeah, why, whom you are from my wife, the film was a Mary Abraham done. Now, Mary, I've been waiting for that. I've seen us if you done in the way. The internet, so if you don't know what way, I bet me not free. I think you're free from good if you done it. That I say, no way. Let's make me could now, and then it's not bad. Joseph now, you can say, you give person for every year. Now you are better Joseph. You know, so to bear in that you see. Joyce, and Pastor Yako, a woman, Yako Yachuluma, Yapapa, Isaac. Come over here, mammy, Rebecca. Then Rebecca saw if you be, I think of the nan. Into a young one, there one gets a pass out of the men don't fool him, the men, but from a Yenina and 7 years you are see. Nti o se abra owo ya yen na gempa ama se ye o shay nti aso fiti de mabra odi afekura bepim abu oni efupe edonan edonu akon mu sebe wanye obi a oye hin oye onwoni bi na de wanye senchedi biara e senchedi o woni se ni desi e odis one to one family and bible to as from na nsem bibia ehwe wo si wo abofra na city nka mo so mu na yi de mu bi wo de mu fu mu na kwa so e kan the lord books na I mean do am akan na yegu the lord books the infancy of Amashe was say ni na nsam no wo the lord book of Peter ni na de nsam no wo there odu baby bu abofra kekre baby no di nsam fo che mu Okun, ocheni fuo. Nemo wakapacha wama. Oye, sansu kinye na afọ. Nta one maame, ne maame ni donyim de ne ba no no wo woni. Tumi bi ede, okite. Do be be maame kete. Ko si abete. Maame ni. Ba yi me nya bote wo a. Nye na wo bi ni bi. Akoso, we can the influence of eyina. Odu baby. Ordinate. And that's all consume. Tell me what was shot. Tell me, you are taking Quascaka. You consume what you did shoot net me. When you had the double, you did then come down. The more the dominant me are very big. Or they be today, Anoma. No, who? I won't do good. Now, what that will Mofunya, be able to kill you. Oh, baby, then my every day. Abufo bi tu no ya kan te me won keke o hwe you come on afọ church o ti wo You know what I'm going to do. Mother, the meantime, who is the papa? The papa will train it as I see. It's a slow yen, yan, I am portal. It's another character. See, Bible will say, one turn on 1 yet. I will fit him of Marcy. Never one you can't go in United. Watch what I can say. Never go and the Marcus Sackers will go, oh, yeah. I want you. I can say, on once and an orca. On Tina, at the day of what today, you could choose my baby. Yamaka, Wokishing walk. I couldn't say. No, see, you pay for one mission one. At Sambiara, I bet you and I'm moving over cartoon be wanted 1 year. Since I didn't marry, no, you. There are never 2 years. Until I get double came here. Won't you? 1 year. 1 year. Now, Miss Ram, it's young from them. I want room for wire. And I go from wire. You just see away. How much it is simple weird. When century should do it, obey what's asking. Yet, only a canana, the Macatoria, begins in the markets of Papa. On it name 2 and a yard for by a university Dagona, a bay of both the afternoon. Who sees here? Each 2 man either. Giving so a cup of 2 million. Yeah, you don't move 2. It's not I said, who 2 minded, no room to the mass. On it, no room minded, why in a country? No, what she said, he ain't be free as I made it. Look where I would turn a moment. See, I mean, some biblical. I get art here in the Korea, I'm now guarantee. EDBT and the BCR. Now, them are everything said. Moon, and Yakana, Yumbuan, this year, they are my own Shabbat Shabbat.
Before we close out, any question?
Answer them,
Brother, I want one question.
Yes.
Well, my question is, I want to know in which date these white people that want to Israel to scatter all of them. In which date?
What is the question, Shana?
So-called people that are in Israel now went to Israel to do massacre them, destroy.
To do massacre? Our destruction was 70 AD. But after 70 AD, everybody leave. Right? So the Arabs was controlling the land until 1901. So the mass of the white Jews never went back into the land of Israel until 1940. So by then they go back there, much of our people was outside the land already. Okay? The Roman record said, when they kick us out the land 70 AD, they did keep at the farms to farm the wine and stuff. So our people know today, they were in Jericho, or Palestine as they call it, as Afro-Palestinian. So they would be Islam and they would be called Afro-Palestinian. But by 70 AD, much of us was out in Africa already. I remember even in the book of Acts, when Philip saw the Ethiopian Enoch, so most of us stayed in roads in Ethiopia and those places already. So the destruction of the land for us was basically 70 AD. Yes, actually.
Yeah.
A little, very minority, but not to be the Levites or the priests or the king. They would have made sure they take them far from their body. But they did leave back a small remnant of workers there. So if they pack up and leave after 70 AD, we don't know. But they still have some Afro-Palestinian which we met. Even a couple years ago I was there and I was in Jericho. And I met a girl there. Barack was with me. She said she was 26. She ready to marry. I was supposed to come to her father. So I tell her I'll be there. I still might be there one day, but I never do it that year and that season. So they were black as me. So I thought they were the Mona that went back. So she said, no, she's an Afro-Palestinian. So they even put that Afro on them. So even as I see Palestinian there today, they treat the Afro-Palestinian badly. So I don't really have a problem with Jews killing them, killing Jews, I don't care. But you have a lot of people in Israel today that aren't there, that look like us. They're in Jericho, they're in Hebron, they're in Palestinian. But the thing is, they get the minority here, they get treated worse than anybody else did. You understand me? And even I was telling Raj this morning, there's a lot of our people in India, in Iraq. You understand me? And we worse. And this is why African leaders disappoint the world. Because even us, they sell us, who came back first? Who even make an attempt? Who try? And our people in these countries and our black leaders turn our back on them. Man. But that's why we come as Israelites, as brothers and sisters. What we said we're not leaving nobody behind. And it will hurt a lot of people. You understand me? But do we care? No. You understand me? 3 years ago, our brother, one of our elders, Karzar, he went to visit these people in India. We even have brothers out there teaching. See? These are the Afro-Indians. They cannot vote. They cannot work for nobody in the city. They stay by themselves. They still don't have electricity and electricity. You understand me? These are black people in India. When they give you their history, see? When they give you the history, they tell you that they were there 5,000 years ago. So we know 5,000 years ago it was the Persian Empire, it was Xerxes that was ruling. But that's why even this morning I was telling Rahash, the Most High said they all were supposed to come back to Jerusalem. They never left because disobedience. But even so now, we cannot leave them there. They have to get the word too. So when Parza went there 3 years ago, he leave a school there and everything. Even today, the school is still functioning. They're still part of the Mashara Yeshala and everything. You understand me? These are our people. When you see them, you can on YouTube watch them. They have Negro here. They don't have the Indian here. You see that? They cannot work in society. They cannot vote. They can't even worship in the same temple with those dirty Indians people. Or something like Kirk. Right? So that's one. Hold on, Deacon. Hold on. Look at this. This is a black man in Iraq. And remember, Iraq, Iran, India, all that was part of the Persian Empire. Remember, it was 122 states. So you see, this is Iraq. Our people there too. And in Iraq, they go through the same dilemma. In Iran, they go through the same dilemma. In China, they go through the same dilemma. Because I don't know if you know, China have a history that the Apostle Andrew went there. They say that's where Andrew lived and died. Because he was fleeing from Roman persecution. He ended up in China, which China is in Asia. So it's not all that far, you understand me? So see, all these is our people in Iraq. All our people, they're all over the place still. So that's why Yahushua said, this knowledge has to go in all the world, and then they come, because they have to get the truth too. So I know Patazadak used to be based in Iraq. So even now we're deciding a way, because as American heritage, American background they have for us, if we go there, the worse with a military standpoint, they might see us as spies. And then the doctrine and the knowledge what we're preaching, we're going to tell them these Iraqis are your enemies. You understand me? We're sorry, but this is nothing. The people can even vote for a leader. They cannot elect nobody. In Iran, Iraq, India, Pakistan, China, all over the place, we're still there. So it's remarkable. Because what the word teacher mean? Do you know in the Bible they cannot find the word teacher in the Bible? But yet, what you read now, you say Yahushua was a good teacher, right? But you see the word educator. The word educator means a leader, an instructor. So that's what Yahushua was. But anyway, I share what teacher means. That's your job, right? When I met you, you say you want to become a teacher. You cannot want to become somebody that you don't know nothing about. I don't want what I said, I'm asking you. Huh? What you know? Because it's always I. What I know. See, the black man in Iran with palm, they do the palm oil and everything there too. This is our people, this is in Iran. Because even in Israel, Israel cultivates a lot of palms. So the word teacher means instructor or a shepherd. In terms of the same thing. So you lead the people. So when you go, you teach somebody, you direct them, you instruct them, you lead them, you tell them where to go. That's why Yahushua was what? A master instructor, a master teacher. So he was a shepherd. So anybody in that teacher position should be a shepherd. You understand me? Because you respond for those people. So just like in a classroom, when a child fails, you fail. So you cannot be in that thing and say, oh, I don't care about them. Look at the midwives in Egypt. They were doing midwives, right? But the manager said, kill all the babies. But the Bible said the midwife feared the Most High. They said, we will not do that. You understand me? So as an Israelite, whatever job you over, you make sure you do that job to the best of your ability. That's what I mean. Wherever on this earth I go, it's always Matthew 6:23. Seek ye first the kingdom of God. Because black people have to get this knowledge. Because that's what holding up what? Our salvation. Christianity is everywhere. Islam is everywhere. Guess what's not everywhere? And then we cannot become greedy like our black leaders in Africa. Because the black leaders in Africa don't even care about their own people. So that's why we want America to fall, for them to come on the same level with us. When they don't have no security now. But guess what? We have our security. We building our security even stronger. Because we prepare them for what to come. But those leaders, they're not telling the security, do you know one day I'm not going to be able to pay you? Look at Nana. Every time you see Nana, you have a general behind him. No president in the world do anything like that. Not even Joe Biden. You think the top military man went left protecting America and travel everywhere with Joe Biden? What you're fearing? You understand me? I have security when I travel, but do I need it? And most of those missions I'm by myself until my back is there. Right, the war? Right, man? I'm by myself until they're there. And when I come now, security put permit and said, you walk here, everything. But I praise the Most High, where I'm fearful. Listen, whenever my day comes, I will come back again. I know that for a fact. You understand me? So, and as I always said, I will never go to the spiritual world as somebody that is free or a cult. But these leaders, none of them love black people. And for that case, that's why I stop all of you from voting. We don't vote for these leaders. We're voting for one leader that cares about every black man and black woman. Now keep in mind, Kwame Nkrumah was overthrowing Guinea when he wanted to unite Africa. So the mentality of the people here is not about unity. Because they say Kwame Nkrumah wants to become a king. What's the problem with that? What's wrong with that? You was worshipped the queen in England. So that's why I said slavery abolished 1865 and they give you independence almost 90 plus years later. So was it really abolished? Oh, you cannot abolish slavery and still in the land. A whole 90 plus years. Just imagine that. Do you understand me? But yet the black man never turned and the queen in England and said, okay, Mr. White man, you abolished slavery now, so give us back our land later. You see what happened? The black man want to unite because Kwame Nkrumah said it should be one Africa. Nelson Mandela did say the same thing before he went to prison, and he spent 27 years in prison, and not one African leader defended him. What about Sankara? What about him? What about countries that Ghana helped to form coup to take down leaders? The history is there. We know black history. Ghana hand is part of Sankara and the Liberian man hand. Blood is on their shoulder. Because they helped remove them from power, and look what's going on in the country. Because 2022, Sankara own cousin, they were in the military together. He get charged for murdering him. He get life in prison. 2022, they sanctioned him. Because when they take out Sankara, he ruled the country for 30 years. So we watch news, we watch everything, and we know everything. We keep a hold of everything. When they sanction him and he stand up to the court, the only thing he said, you know, the people of Burkina Faso can forgive him. And he's in prison now. But what other African country helped him to overthrow Sankara? And everybody was saying the same thing. A united Africa. The European have a union. No country in the European Union need a visa to travel in Europe. But you need a visa to travel in Africa. And you still voting for a leader. What's wrong with you? You still worry about politics. What's wrong with you? Even Obama come in power, the first black president of America, who voted for Barack Obama? We put hands on Obama and say he was the Antichrist. And I still believe he's one of them, Antichrist. Just imagine we vote for him and he become the first president to give gay rights in America. Would have betrayed Yahweh Shai to vote for him, man. So that's why we say, we not political. The only person we vote for is Yahweh Shai. Because what that stands for? The development and the upliftment of every black man everywhere. Because black people suffer in the earth because Africa is weak. You see, if Africa did have a strong economy, a blooming economy, and the black man all over the world said, listen man, F you, I'm going back to Africa. Just imagine how Africa would grow. All the best doctors in the earth, the first doctor to do a open brain surgery is a black man. They do a whole movie of it. You know who come and give him a job? Trump. Then now Trump came and said, Hanson, he's Minister of Housing. Trump was the one that recognized it. Not Barack Obama, not Bill Clinton, and he did this surgery from when? In the 80s. There's the next one that parted the twins. What is his name? Ben Carson. Trump came and acknowledged him. Two twins joined together, they couldn't remove the twins. And the black man went in. Even when he went in to do it, they said, oh, you're going to do it? He said, oh no, because it's never done before. So if it's never done before, nobody could teach you about it before. And the twins are alive today. And they named hospital after him in America. Over 10 hospitals named after Carson in America. So some of the best doctors in the world are black men. And no African country can do nothing to motivate those people to come and even teach in Africa. And you want me to go for who? Deacon, repeat, yes, Michaela. Oh, your hand is up. Sorry. Huh? What is that? Most of them wipe off already, but the remnant what left, we have to destroy them. And you know what Canaan do? Make the Mosai hated him. Right? When Noah, and Canaan is Noah's grandson. But for some reason, the Mosai never judged Ham, and judged Canaan. So when the Bible said, Canaan seen father nakedness, what they're talking about?
He slept with
His mother. he looked upon his mother. You understand me? So the Mosai said to Ham, when Ham do that, the Mosai said to Ham, I'm cursing that child. And that child was Canaan. So that's why the Mosai came and the Mosai said, I have no fellowship with him. That's why the Mosai said, we shouldn't do intermarriage. You understand? You see, about Israel today, everything about Israel today is bad and negative. Because I was even doing some history again this week on Haile Selassie. And Haile Selassie, first wife, was his first cousin. His first wife was his first cousin. And then, so you see, it's an African culture that the queens took upon themselves. You understand me? Because to keep royalty, you cannot marry even outside the family lineage. Or you're going to be royal if you mix the bloodline. You understand me? And I was looking at that in terms of with Rebecca, he could call Jacob and say, go there to get a wife. Where he sent Jacob to? His own house. You understand me? Sarah could tell Abraham to go to the same household to get a wife for who? Isaac. Do you understand me? So to keep royalty, we married into our tribes. Like even a Levi priest could not marry a Benjamin, although he's from the 12th tribe. If the Levi was a high priest, he have to marry a Levi. Just to preserve a royal bloodline. But now we have our daughters marrying Chinese, Arabs. You're more welcome in it. You understand me? Your son bringing a woman that is a mixed race, you're happy for it. None of my children can marry a mixed race. Not even, they can't even go to their bed and dream about it. It's not possible. Because me and all my children, we have this relation going. We have this relation. We have conversation. Everything want me in the earth, I bring it to them. I say, do you see who the perpetrator is? Do you see who the enemy is? You understand me? So that's why I know the Canaan have to go. Just like Esau have to go. Ishmael have to go. Rebuilding back a royal bloodline. So I even know a lot of you people, even that come to the congregation, you don't look and stuff like that, you look at wealth. And wealth don't profit you nothing now. Because the most I tell it, nobody go and buy the gold. So you want to save up all this gold for what? If you have money, if you get 10,000 CDs today, buy now and tabernacle and spend it somewhere. If you don't spend it, you're not going to value nothing. So you just save up enough money to go give it to somebody. Money don't value nothing. It's not happiness. That's why some women, when they don't have money right away, they're miserable and happy. Because money becomes your God. It's part of it. So that's why when I read the Bible, the most I say I'm targeting all of that stuff. So if you don't plant, you will not eat. How you make money make you happy? You'll never know if I have money or I don't have money. You will never know that in this world. Because one thing always, me and Tesla always talk. We never want nothing to feel like we're murmuring. So if I wake up today and I have no money in my pocket, oh, let's give the Most High praise. I will never go say, oh, I'm down on my face. Some brothers will say I'm going through a job. No. I don't want it to feel like I'm murmuring. The Most High give it, the Most High take it. His name going to be praised regardless. This yesterday, Kabat called me and I was in my kitchen making some juice. And Kabat called me and said, Elder, what size shoes you wear there? So, I get back to reply to him late. So when I checked back my phone, he sent me a pair of shoes. He said, hey, he went to some outlet and he said, I saw this pair of shoes and I buy it for you. It was a pair of Nike. I said, I actually like it. I remember I did have a pair exactly like that many years ago. He said, this is your first fruit here. So you see how that come in? That's what brothers do. You see something for yourself, you say, one day my brother would like this. That's why when I travel, I always bring back something for most of you, right? Yeah. Why should I go in the store and just buy something for myself and our brothers and sisters? But how much of you would do that? That's the question. Because when I pray, I want my cup to overflow. Because I want to be happy today. I can't think about happiness tomorrow. I can die tomorrow. So your whole perspective of life have to be different. Because you have money in the bank. The Bible said 1 hour America is no more. I was listening in them Thursday, Deacon. He put up the program on Facebook in 48 minutes. So I listened to the whole thing. And he was talking about Nana took his license. So Mahama said if he come back, he have shares in bank in America and all that too. Right? So it's unfortunate. Because I hear him story and he said it was in America. And in America we have something at our job that means 401k. So 401k is Zamar, turn around. 401k is if you work, they take money out your pay every month. Keep it. So 401k in America is if you work, every month they'll come and say, we're taking 50 CDs from your check. So some company, depends on how many years you work. If they take 50, the company will match it. Right? So now you can go to the company, Deacon, and say, take 100 CDs. So every month that 100 CD go one side for you. That's a saving the company doing. They're going to tax it, but it's still a saving. So you know you have the opportunity to pay that 401k. So you can draw it 5 years time, 10 years time, 20 years time. And most people, they make it stay until they retire. So they have their 401k along with their retirement check. So Indom said when he was in America, so he bring the idea here. So he said when he bring the idea here, he went to Mahama with it. Mahama blew it off. So he said he went to the next administrator with it, which is Nana. Nana blew it off. So then he started his bank. So his bank was like a susu, a partner, where he gave interest rate, and they shut it down. Because black people was benefiting from it. Black people was making money from it, so they shut it down. So even in the press conference he was saying, somebody said to him, why you don't run for president now? He said, when I run, none of you did voted for me. So why waste my time? So he bring that prospect here. But you see, you black people, you just care about the fufu that you need to be. You don't care about the long future. So none of you did grafted on that. But that's what built America. America have a great recession, 1917 to 19. America was going to everybody's house take the wealth. America was poor. If you have gold, they come and take it. Between 1970 to 1919, the Great Depression. Do you know America built an economy? Toll. Road. They build the road and you pay to drive on. That built back America economy. Toll. There was a toll here, the government shut it down. There was a toll here, the government shut it down. So that's why, brothers and sisters. That's why, huh? Shamai? Shamai? Yes, ma'am.
My question is, okay, America is going to be destroyed. So the people that we're going to get as maids and handmaids are the people that are in other parts of the world?
That's in they're over there in Israel already. In Israel we have 17 million Jews. What they're over there to do? They know the land more than me and you. They're over there, they're waiting for you. Just like how they go and they push out the Palestinian, we go and go and do the same thing. They already, they know about the Crimson Kana more than us. And all the Arabs are around, they did. I remember the Bible tells us that all nations will come up, let Zara go, all nations will come up to serve the Most High. So the servants is in the land waiting already. That's it?
Shaman.
Right.
What's it?
All right, Deacon,
The
you
more
want to close
dogs
it
now,
up?
this happened. Ye go me yala. Na yan papa
Sit.
Ankaban. Obisa Sebi.
Yeah,
Obisa Sebi there. Hey, for finance. Obi no say there, I been bit. Then na for finance, here Israel with the assassin. And now, I never there. I pray you defeat Israel assassin here. Here he 70. And film King will work you get to 17. He defeat Israel assassin. And the man he said a massive. I have no working that I don't know woman for him. Who chief assassin. May you walk into the yes, and I mean, I will give I'm going to in the Maburu. Okay, book a crazy. Oh, I did do a beer night the way you do. You want? One can or carol. He said, I'm not for no master for the book. He said, well, but then I did pizza Islam for home Afro Palestinian. I think that's our son, so the pictures or the church in you, the most of the year. It has certainly. Ye ya ye fi nemu oye kakran arabufu na okatena asasen monyi pasi en for se wodi wotu an sisi ayi na no so no wa bokose mo ho sisi ayi de ya yi mo wodi patena asasen ata kan wana ayi ko kekre bi no posi kekre bi abi de ma de wo yi ku ma no ko sisi bush bi bi an wana de we hu wana nti ye bi we nyi su do tutu ya de we hu wana so atase one will call by any day for 70 if you assassin it is a visa and then 70 only when you are also association and be super and the younger Asamana at least in the bank we send your kind of see you and you know Pakistan, you know China, India, them doing on our pictures and protection. Or today, I ask for help. You didn't be away again, get the man wants to be. You won't be saving you a man or more. You want on them to leave the way to more common ways. You want to watch them. Didn't be out of the way. You want to ask. We see that. Wakati ya mwezi Shabbat Shalom. And now,
all right.
please.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.